gonna be all right. It's Easter night. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying, bro? That's why I plugged in for you.
I know. I appreciate it, Chris.
Okay, I will, bro.
Yeah. So much work going on with the black community right now, man. We just crying.
That's true.
Crying for justice, man.
Can you show me where the spot is at down there? You would think somebody would clean that up by now.
Yeah. You would think maybe even the police.
Exactly.
Someone, but words can't even describe, you know, how I feel about standing right, just seeing the site itself.
Yeah,
words can't describe it.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, and just to see, you know, where a human being was at one point in time right here, that they lost their life for, you know, for whatever reason or another.
There's my bishop right there. Bishop! You know what I'm saying? When that happened, there was a gang going around called the 32nd Street Gang. And there was a curfew. I went to the cops. I went to the detectives. I said, enforce the curfew. You know what they did? All they did was make their presence known. Ride around in their vehicles. That does not stop crime.
And it's clear that this city doesn't even know what to do, doesn't even know how to handle a situation like this. So,
what would you suggest to them?
Well, I definitely think that there needs to be some sort of community dialogue, like in a really honest way, not a media stunt, not one that makes the leadership look like this is a media blitz or whatever. But I do think that there needs to be an honest dialogue, and people need to feel comfortable in saying what the real problems are, because I do believe this situation is much bigger than random acts of violence. And
not finding it. We're looking for leadership, and we're not finding it. We can have a lot of cameras here for a beautiful press conference. We can have a lot of people arriving on the situation, arriving on location, after the fact, after the violence, and I'm sick of it. You should be sick of it. We should be sick of the politics that we have been served.
Yes.
We need new leadership.
There you go.
Ms. Scott, Mayor Fisher, Governor Beshear.
Get the shirt.
This is in the heart of West Louisville, in the heart of your city. What leadership are you bringing to the table? What leadership are you bringing to the table? People are dying. And people of good faith, people of good hope are not getting the support that they need. So I'd love to see the cameras out. I love to see the wonderful reporting, but people are dying and people are not being served. I encourage everybody who can hear the sound of my voice to communicate with your leaders and ask them, who are you working with? We have to work together.
We all have to be leaders.
We all
can't just rely on the leadership. We all need to take a part in this.
But ultimately, everybody has to step forward and provide a clear vision that we all can work up underneath.
We're not politicians. I don't think you have to be a politician to step forward, but politicians they play a part, but we as a community also play a part. We're so quick to say, somebody, why not you?
You can't serve a community if you don't know the needs of the community. So many of our leaders have never gone and talked to the people at their homes, and that's what we're going to do. And we're saddened about the violence that's gone on.
Together that have the idea. They have to bring the idea.
what brings me out here is my father was murdered on the same street in 1984, actually. October the 27th, 1984. My father, he was a college graduate. He just went out one night and got shot. I work with troubled young people that we call disenfranchised instead of trouble. When your mother has a substance abuse problem, if your father has a felony conviction or vice versa, you've been affected by a felonious criminality like me, it creates a different kind of child. It creates a young man or a young woman. Like if a young lady was molested, she's going to be a different kind of woman.
Right.
And once you have this crime invade your household as a child, you're going to look at society different. And I'm talking about the second, third generation, fourth generation of criminals. Right. You know, my mama was locked up. My daddy was locked up. My granddaddy was locked up. And, you know, we have generational of crime. And we got to have a generation of somebody to stand up in these families and say, I'm going to break the curse of criminality in my family. My name is Richard Whitlock. I have a program. It's called the GAP program, for Getting All People. We talk about education gaps. We talk about financial gaps. We talk about social gaps. In the ghetto, the real word for ghetto is ghetto. It's when you're from an island. And this island means you're separated from the rest of the land. And that's what goes on west side of 9th Street. We separated from the rest of 9th Street. That's why they treat the West End like it's one place. And the truth is, it's a series of places. It's more like 20 places. And we know the neighborhoods. We got California. You got Victory Park. You got 32nd. You got Shawnee. You got 2-3 parts on Broadway because Broadway's so extensive. You got the Parkway, you got Southwestern Parkway, Northwestern Parkway, Chickasaw Parkway, and to me, you got Park Duval, we got Algonquin Park. We have all these different areas. We got Dixdale, we got LaSalle's Place. You know, we have all these different areas in our community, and our community is treated like it's one place, and the truth is, it's about 20.
People are afraid. It was 4 days after 3 people were murdered right down the street on Thursday. And then 3 days after gunshot erupted at Shawnee High School. People are afraid, but I'm encouraging my neighbors to stay encouraged, to be hopeful, to come from a place of abiding love and respect for one another.
Not one succinct, or I should say, one storyline or one program. You got people saying this, you got leaders over here, you got leaders over there, you know, churches over there. How can we bring one person to focus on, whether it be yourself or the mayor or whoever?
It shouldn't be one person. It should not be one person because we all have different skill sets and experiences that we bring. I don't preach in a pulpit. I don't know how to preach in a pulpit. Faith leaders have to do that. They have to send the message in the pulpit. Teachers have to teach. That's what they do.
Hello, y'all. Today this is the Getting Our People partnership. We having an event for the community where the community actually comes out and speaks to its leaders.
The reason we do it is that we don't love one another like we should. We don't have the self-worth that we should have.
That my son was taking money out of his pocket to mentor children. And I'm going to give my brother credit, which he doesn't like. Mr. Cole does a lot, but he doesn't want people to know. It's these everyday people in the community I like to bring to the table. Talk to them. Ask them why they out there doing it. Ask them why they don't need recognition. Why are they driven? And sometimes we have to realize we have people in positions that can't relate to what.
Aubrey, I'm sorry to call you out. Would you come up here with me, please? Now, this is what I need. I need the community to match my money. All right? After the community matches my money, I need 8 more people to match that. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be nothing but about 30-something thousand. But that's seed money. You got to start with something. And once that seed money is presented, I'm going to give it to Aubrey. Because, see, this is one of the young men that has been out there and knows this community. Why would I handle that? I haven't been in this community. But he knows what's going on in this community. and he knows where we need to start. Now, he tells me that the boys club was there when he was here. I don't care if you shake buckets or what you do. You need to come up with $3,500. Because on Thursday, I'm going to hand him a certified check for $3,500. The community needs to come forth. Then I need 8 business people to come forth with their 35. Put your money where your mouth is and let's get some real programs in there. I'm not done. Come Monday. See, you can't do nothing if you still look like you depressed. Come Monday. The F-150 that's black will be pulling a trailer. I'm going to tell you what's on that trailer. It's my John Deere lawnmower, 2 more lawnmowers, and 2 weed eaters. I need 10 people to meet me out here Monday at 10 o'clock. And let's cut these yards. Let's stop waiting on the city to do something for us. You understand what I'm saying? Number 3. All right. See if I can get it up out of my pocket. This is a Home Depot card. I'm going to go and get as much white paint as I can. I need some painters. And we going to paint these buildings, and then I need my best artists. We going to put up some murals. That's plan 3. And this is plan 4. Now, this is my husband's all in this with me, so if y'all want to kill the messenger, y'all can. But y'all got to take him too. The 4th, there was a baby left without a mother and a father. My husband and I going to watch that baby from now till he graduates from high school.
Outreach. 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 What you teaching your children at home, teach somebody else. What you teaching your family members, teach somebody else. Even if you gotta go to the church on Monday, if you gotta go to the church on Tuesday, if you gotta go to the church on Thursday. I was born in the 80s. Everybody knows about the crack epidemic. This is the aftermath of that. Our parents is getting high. Our parents is dead. Our parents was in prison. And then between 18 and 24, you get something on your record. You get a criminal record, a misdemeanor, and they treat you like an arch criminal. I'm 29 years old. I created a program God gave me because wouldn't nobody hire me. We was at a press conference earlier today, and I was just upset, bubbling hot, because they playing politics. Playing politics. Oh, how can I use this to further my career? I want to get reelected next week. You know, I want to get some more money from the city. They have something called a Keeping Us Safe initiative. Who's a part of it? That's the problem. Bringing Us Together initiative. Who's a part of it? And I'm talking about Metro Louisville, Metro Parks. They have these initiatives out here. I'm a young man, I've been working a program for 1 month. I'm using my own money, took my own TV out of my living room. We don't even have adequate TVs in our community centers. We don't even have adequate TVs in our community center. I'm not going to ask nobody for no money either, because they have the money. And they're keeping it for themselves in the misappropriation of funds in our community is what's killing us. Not just Lil Pookie with the gun, not just people not teaching us. What's killing us is the most misappropriation of funds. Give these people opportunities. Give these people jobs. If you are failing, you can talk to Pookie. The preacher can't do it. The teacher can't do it. Maybe Max can. Maybe Divine can. Maybe Sean can. Maybe somebody that's been out here can do it. And they sit back and say, y'all can't do nothing. You're a grown man, can't take care of yourself. Grown man, can't take care of your children.
I need a judge to tell me to take care of my children. The way I'm made, the way God made me, I love my kids. It bothers me enough that I'm not employed to be able to take care of my kids. It bothers me on my own. I don't need a court system to tell me to take care of your kids. It bothers me that I'm unemployed and I can't do what I want to do for my kids.
It's definitely a job. Miss Mackey, hold up, come over here real quick. This lady here. Look at this lady. And she's running for
She's running for an elected office, right? And yet, look at, she got her pants on. She's out here working. I mean, this is not no political thing. This has come out of her. This is her people. Yeah, this is her chick right here. Miss Rosa Macklin, right here.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing, man?
Now, the ropes, here go the ropes right here, like I was explaining to you. We can't just hire nobody just to be harmed because we like them. We got to hire somebody that's going to come in there and do the work.
Right.
And as you see, I mean, look, she has on her hard hat, right? And her boots, right, with steel in them, and she's out here ready to work. You know,
we gotta show the community that, you know, people care for real. You know, and these folks might not know how to cut grass. They might not know that they're supposed to clean up their neighborhoods. So we're gonna be the example, and that's what we have to be. And if we're not gonna be that, we don't need to be running for no office. We don't need to be out doing anything, unless we're gonna lead by example. Okay. That's what I'm doing today.
Absolutely, she's doing it.
All right.
You know.
Then what you doing that for?
Oh no, I just got in 10. I just got in 10. Cole was calling me. I came in last night.
Well, Cole was telling you I went ballistic on him yesterday.
You did. This lady needs to be in. You know.
I got something for this community. Yeah. I'm getting ready to set it up.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to set it up, and we getting ready to move. We are. This community is going to look just like that Cornerstone 2020 that Abramson started, and they telling communities that they need to organize, get their 501c3s together, and so that they can go after these grants. And if they can go after these grants, they don't need the city money. They'll be able to do their own thing, and we'll be able to control our own neighborhoods. We want flowers rolling up and down here. We want the trees looking nice, just like it is in the East End. I'm trying to figure out who made the divide at 9th Street, who put a sign up saying that now you're entering West Louisville. When I was young, all of this was West Louisville. Downtown was West Louisville. If you go to any major city, all the happiness is in the West. But now you've separated us and put a sign up and making us believe that that's we West Louisville and that we the bad part. I want to change the image of West Louisville. There's some good people in here. There's some good people out here cutting grass. There's some good people that care, that's taking care of their homes. We need to highlight those people. Now I'm through.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
I'm sorry, you're gonna get me y'all excited.
And that's okay. You're supposed to get excited because she's passionate. Yeah, she's passionate about her community. You know, and like I was telling you before, she wasn't even around me. We need people like her running the community because she's gonna speak for the people, man. She's not just speaking for Rosa Macklin. She's speaking for the whole entire District 1 and the whole entire city of Louisville. You know, so I mean. Man, and you know what? And the sad part is, I think this saga started Thursday, and now we to this. Look over across the street, we have Mr. Barker now over here. They just, you know, we have the news guy, Mr. Macklin, and they out here. And if you look over across the street, you'll see over there where it's a wreath, a dedication memorial over there set for somebody who's just been murdered. You know, I can't say it any other way. They've been murdered. In this community, but it doesn't matter who you are. If you just keep oppressing somebody, man, eventually, man, things are gonna happen, man. And I hate the fact that the murders happen to it. Like his brother here, he's starting to open up these stores here. You know, how you doing today, brother? You opening this, right? See, this brother here, he's taking pride in the community. He's doing something that a lot of other people should have been doing. I don't know the brother's name. Your name, sir? Mark Walker. Mr. Walker. I'm Neil Robinson, Mr. Walker. He's taking it and he's beautifying this because I can remember coming through here a couple months ago and it just didn't look as good as it looked now. And this man's trying to make a living here, and these people need to come here and buy the things that he has to offer for these people because he's helping out the community just by doing this. That's all he got to do. Now, thank you, sir, and you picking up trash in his neighborhood. He cares about his neighborhood. Apparently, he has to. Or he wouldn't be out here doing what he's doing. My heart goes out to it, man, you know, to the people. I mean, like I said, I just came back from out of town, but I was hearing it on national news, man. It was on national news, you know. So I don't even know if you can look, you can see this is kind of, that's blood down there, man. You know, that's blood, man. You know. And see, one thing about it, man, kids are watching.
Williams. I'm out here today because I grew up in this boys club. I learned a lot here. It was appealing to community. You know, they had tutoring. We could come in and develop our athletic abilities. It brought together neighborhoods that rival against each other now. You know, and I like to see it reopen, man. But another reason I'm here is because, you know, it doesn't look too good, you know, on the outside, and, you know, nor does the rest of the neighborhood. And I think it's a reflection of how we feel about ourselves as a people.
We got of age to ride our bikes and stuff. This little store here is where we used to go. And as I was saying to you earlier, these were complete neighborhoods. The Parkland area was a complete neighborhood. It had its grocery stores, its hardwares, things of that nature. This area, 28th and Broadway, you had your grocery stores, your schools, your smaller markets like this place up here. Market Street, Amy and Market area, complete neighborhood. It had its grocery stores on Amy, KFC. 36th and Broadway was the bakery where Mom and Dad would go out on Sundays. Everybody shopped at that bakery at 36th Street. You'd have to stand in line to go in there, you know. My mom and Dad used to walk to Shawnee Park in the evenings together. We get out of church, Daddy used to tell us we had to stay in our church clothes to about 4 in the afternoon. It was just something that he made us do, you know. Sunday was the time to dress up. At that time, 36th Street, from Garland to Broadway, Sutcliffe, 38th, all those streets were two-way. And the kids played football in the streets. You know, a car would come, you'd get out of the way. Nobody come through the streets at 50, 60 miles an hour. It was unheard of, you know. That's where we played, in our neighborhoods, you know. Okay. You look at Victory Park, Elliott Park. All of them had wading pools. When we were kids, our dad would take us in hand. We'd go over to the wade. He didn't have a vehicle. We'd walk over to the parks. He'd sit with his buddies, and we'd wade in the pools, you know. This is what it was. Parents, when they went places, when they had the time off from work, they took the kids with them.
And if you look around you, right, they have a lot of abandoned buildings here, right, that hasn't been taken care of yet. We spoke about them, but nobody's had taken care of. But yet, flash on Daniel right over there. See him, Daniel, over there? It's an officer right there. He works there. He works in this community. He'll be in uniform at 3 o'clock. So that's a good, big ups for him. Young lady here, she's working. These people are working. They care about this community. This place has been shut down for almost a year now. They supposed to have been putting it back together and getting everything together. Kentuckiana, whoever. It doesn't matter, but one thing it's affecting is the people in the community. The Salvation Army was in charge of it, and they ran out of funds. And I heard the Kentuckiana Boys and Girls Club took over, supposed to take over and reopen. But like I said, 8 months and we're still rolling. Closed, you know. Kids are about to get out of school in 2 weeks, and this place is not open. If you look down here, what is this right here? It says beautiful space creative. Beautiful Minds, the community reading garden, presented by Troy Built to the citizens of Louisville, April 2006. It's supposed to be a reading garden, so them the kids to sit over here and read. God, so this guy here, Troy Built, whoever that is, probably rolling over. Kids are out here, man. And look at this guy over here. He's over here cutting the grass of property that he doesn't even own. He's cutting it because it reflects on his property. He wants to beautify his property. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And see, look, right here, over here, you'll see all this. Where, I mean, I don't know if it's nobody cares or what, but I can take you to some neighborhoods where you won't see any of this. And if so, somebody will come out here, a neighbor will come out here to clean this up. You know, it's just too many things out here, man, that's bad. And when I say bad, it's a lot of good things too, because we have people here that want to do good for the people in the community. But then you're gonna have a lot of bad things too. The few bad is outweighing the whole lot of good people that's here, man. You know, this is the store. The store. What's that, my brother? All right. All right. Hey, what's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
What's up, brother? Hey, what's up, man? Just documenting the neighborhood. That's all. That's all. This brother here been living here for a long time, man.
Oh, okay. What's up? How you doing, bro?
He's been living here since.
Yeah, for a long time. But don't put me on.
He was since he was that big. Yeah. That's all. Look over here. If you come over here, you will see. Come back up in here. Like, see all the grass, the high grass, right?
Yes, sir.
Look what happened back here, though. Somebody's been killed back here before. That's their memorial. Look at the grass and stuff. Look at the abandoned building. Look at all this, man. It's another abandoned building, man. You know, somebody needs to come down here and do something about this. Yeah, we have a lot of leaders, right? But I don't see them doing anything. Look at this.
Oh, man, I heard you trying to get the city to get on down here and get this.
Man, they need to get down
They
here
need to.
and get
Word
this.
up. But I know you.
A whole lot of people be fighting, and they be having guns and stuff. And when I get older, I want to be a basketball player.
A basket for what team, man? What team you gonna play for?
Chicago Bulls.
Chicago Bulls. That's all good, man.
Dangerous.
How's it dangerous, brother?
Like 2 weeks ago, I was watching the news and they said that this lady was arguing over another man or something, and then they started shooting and stuff like that. Like five people were hurt and like 2 people were dead.
Oh wow, man. Do you feel safe in your own neighborhood, brother? You feel
Yeah.
safe? Okay.
Nothing really happens there.
Okay. All right.
Only around the corner.
Just like they were saying, it's bad, it's dangerous. Just like what happened over on 32nd. It didn't have to go down like that. They could have talked it out. They could have worked it out, did something other besides just shooting each other like that. Because one of the girls was actually my drumline's granddaughter. And he was sad. He was broken down. He had no idea what to do.
Okay. So who has a solution to end all this stuff, man? Who has what's the solution to end it? I'm gonna start over here with my man.
World peace.
How do you get to world peace?
Work together.
Work together? Okay, how so? What do you mean? Give me an example.
Everybody can stand up, and then that'll make the other people want to stand up.
That's a perfect answer there, brother. Did that money come out of your pocket, man?
All the money that his finances programs come out of my pocket.
How much did you pay right there for those meals, bro?
Yesterday I paid 40. Today I paid 40. I spend about $50 a day in food. I've had the program over 12 times, so I done spent $600 in food in a matter of weeks.
What's our kids?
Hello, my name is Richard Whitlock. We have a network called Getting Our People Partnership. It's not an organization. It's a network where people come and they provide a service for underserved communities and also for nonprofits.
Okay. So what community are we in right now?
Right now we're in the Shawnee. We're in the Shawnee community. We're actually at the Shawnee Arts and Culture Center. This right here is courtesy to the police department. So can't say the police haven't done anything positive for the community. Police department off of Colonel Gentry. I've been out here in the community, and Colonel Gentry and the police chief's office was the first office to really help me out with resources.
Okay.
So I really want to say thank you to them, let them know I appreciate them. Okay. This TV is courtesy of myself. This is a TV that I took out of my own living room, and the reason I had to is because the TVs in the community centers, as you can see, outdated. One of them, and the other one's here. And they said this thing doesn't function properly either. So these are the tools, the equipment we have in our community, and really not trying to knock anyone. What I really want to let people know is the things that we need in our community for our community to be successful we don't have. God actually called me to do this. I started in the church. It's something that God has definitely called me to do, and I want to raise awareness on what I call disenfranchised youth.
Okay.
What Getting Our People is really trying to raise awareness is on disenfranchised youth, kids that parents have substance abuse challenges, kids that parents have felonies, and kids that's been affected by crime. I was talking to a guy who's in prison now. He was a convicted felon, and I asked him, I said, what do you do when everyone tells you no? He said, you just start your own business. And that was the best advice ever. He was teaching me how to be self-sufficient and how to do for myself. And I really appreciate that. The only thing that worried me about him is he had this by any means necessary philosophy. And that's what I think got him in trouble. So definitely being assertive without being militant. Somebody told me this 2 days ago. They said, hey Richard, what you doing is one of the most powerful things I've ever seen. Said, hey Richard, what you doing is one of the most powerful things I've ever seen, because I'm really a whosoever. I don't have a college degree. I'm everyday African American, everyday black man. I'm just a dude from the community that just got tired of the conditions and wanted to be part of the solution.
Word.
Louisville's violence problem isn't just isolated to the West End. Yeah, we are responsible for about 3/4 of the murders in the city, but it's not isolated here. A lot of guys know that you can come in this community, murder somebody, and it's just part of the history. Someone took me in at 15 years old. They taught me how to be a man. I live with this man, Grady Foster. He works at Humana. He's just an everyday guy. I was playing basketball. He really trained me. And after I stayed with him for 2-3 years, I asked myself, what did I learn? And what he taught me was natural love for another black man. So that's reach out to a young brother, and that's how you keep young brothers from hating themselves and also hating each other. And you guys gotta do the right thing. Because what's going on now, it'll continue to go on. And it might go on for too long. Like slavery, right? So if you guys don't make the right decisions, then our community will be ruined. Do y'all like the way things are? Y'all like the way they are now? Or do y'all want them to change? Y'all want things to be better?
Yes.
You know who's gonna make it better? Us. There you go. So we the only ones that can do it. I want y'all to really know that. And it can happen. Why you say that? Why you don't think we need guns? We got something called the Second Amendment. It's also known as the right to bear arms. So we don't need that right anymore?
We don't need guns. We can fight without arms. We do need the right to have guns, because in the Second Amendment it did say that you had the right to bear arms, but they need to make a law to where they can't bear arms unless they break into your house or do something that's going to harm you.
So okay, you saying is not only do we have the right to bear arms, there should be some restrictions, like guns should be limited to people's households. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. So do we all agree with that? That guns should be limited to people's households?
No.
Huh? No? Okay, well, what you think?
Well, cops should have guns in case people on the street.
Okay, cops should have guns.
And like cops should have guns, and like they should have guns, not like shooting guns, but like the taser guns.
They should have tasers instead of shooting guns?
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the people that have the shooting guns and the police only have tasers?
They can tase them. They'll drop the gun.
No,
They'll put them in jail.
The police, just in case the person got a real gun, the police got a gun, a real gun too. So he can pull it out, or he can put a taser one out and shoot it back.
So you think police should have tasers?
No, police should have guns, and other people should have tasers.
So okay, instead of people having guns, they can have tasers, but they can't have guns with bullets.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get a list from you of everything that you might need right now.
Okay. Well,
like right now, this instant, what would you really like to have these boys have? Do you want them to have ball and bat?
No, I'm talking about notebooks, a large eraser board, Wi-Fi, and it's a MiFi. I would love to have
M-I-M-Y?
M-I. A MiFi device, so we can have access to the internet. on the television. Because I already got the tools and equipment I need to be operational. But that's about it. It's the only thing that really remains.
Okay, and I heard, I asked yesterday, did the young men present any social needs?
Not immediately, not yet.
Okay, and then what about the board games, basketballs, volleyballs? Do you have any sports equipment, things that you can utilize right now besides?
Probably a couple basketballs. That'll definitely help us out.
You want some more board games, and
Yep,
are you interested in like chess, backgammon?
I love to have chess. No dominoes, no checkers. Yeah, backgammon would be cool. Anything that's new.
And challenging.
Yeah.
Chinese
Legos,
checkers.
even Legos.
And the intermediate Lego sets.
Mm-hmm. They talk about the way the mind works when you're building something.
Okay. Do you have any young men that are job ready?
Now, they already have jobs this summer. I have 4 young men. I got jobs. And I told them, I worked with them for like 4 months, and they're already employed.
So you did resume writing, you did all of that, everything. Okay, do you do anything with the outside appearance, professional dress, demeanor, attitude? Do you do anything or have anybody that helps you?
Really what we do is we have these principles. The whole program is based on demeanor and attitude.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been able to buy certain clothes for an interview, but the whole program is based on demeanor and attitude.
I need to learn my math.
You need to learn your math? Okay. So, man, guess what? We all need to learn our math. Our math can be vocabulary, too, not just words. I mean, not just numbers.
3 times 3 is.
You know what 3 times 3 is? What is
9.
And what is 9, according to yesterday? What was number 9? Starts with a B.
What?
Starts with a B.
Building.
Yeah.
Building.
That's number 8. Born.
Oh, yeah, born.
Yeah, born. Like when you're in school, your teacher wants you to project your knowledge, right? You know some of the stuff, but if you can't put it down on the paper, then you can't make a good grade, right?
Right.
So not only do you got to know you have it, you got to know how to use it. And these young brothers right here, they real sharp. I know y'all remember. What you remember yesterday, man?
From the movie?
Nah, not from the movie. Go from her. Yeah, what you remember from the movie?
From the movie, I remember that when the other animals they gotta get to adopt from the changes might happen in their habitat and it might change, so they gotta try to adapt with their habitat.
Privatized prison.
Right.
Basically is when you turn criminals into commerce. You turn crime into a commodity. That's what privatizing prisons actually done. It created a market to a place where you get an education. That may be good for a college institution, it may be good for a society, but you breaking the law is good for us. And when it comes to me, the best thing that those billion-dollar privatized prisons can do is really throw some resources in the community that these young people, that these adults are coming from, to keep them kids from entering the same prison system their parents are in. The statistic is if you have a parent that's been in prison, you're 8 times more likely to go to prison. And that's why I work with the disenfranchised youth, because not only you say, well, our kids are disenfranchised. That's what people say. None of them have right to vote. None of them have privileges. They're children. Okay, but if my parents are disenfranchised, I inherit disenfranchisement. 2 years last year, 2 homeless guys ended up dying with encounters with police. Two homeless guys. One of them dropped dead on the corner, and the other one died and beat your tires. And I said, someone needs to teach these policemen what goes on in this community and how that bum, how that homeless person is accepted in that community. And how you really, since he's not breaking the law and his only crime is being poor in this country, then leave him alone.
Okay, and which 2 guys were those?
It happened on Cecil and Greenwood. I can only tell you places.
Okay.
Cecil and Greenwood and Beecher Tires.
two homeless guys were harassed and they both lost their lives.
From police?
From encounters with police. They was alive when the police came. They was dead when the police, after their interactions with the police. You know, just ask the police to call their dogs off on everybody, especially here in the West Louisville. I've been harassed since I've been on the task force myself. I was elected to this task force about 10 weeks ago. And about 3 weeks in, I was pulled over. I was charged with doing 7 over the speed limit. I go to court, and the prosecutor just drops the speeding charge because she knew everyone else in there was 18 over, 19 over. And this was weeks ago. I didn't want to address my personal issue, but I've talked to other people about it, and this is what we've been experiencing since the incident on 32nd. We've been experiencing a form of harassment and a form of discrimination in police enforcement. We don't have a problem with the law. We have a problem with the way the law is being enforced. Thank you. Any questions, please?
Have you discussed this with the police? Have you tried to get a hold of the new chief and had a discussion with him?
No, actually, I've spoke with the colonels at the chief's office. We discussed the discrimination that's going on 4th Street. So this is not limited just to the West End. They wanted to get together and have something to talk about, but they said they already knew the issues were there. And if you already know it's an issue on 4th Street or anywhere else, it's really their job to address it.
Do you believe this incident with Officer Carthen is related to that, or is this something different?
I would say it's really probably a culture in the police department. It's a mentality.
Is the task force dealing with the things that you have just been talking about, looking at the root causes? I mean, you said you want people to engage, right? You want this. Is this group making an effort to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, is there some productive thing coming out of it? So you do believe that is some productive things coming out of it?
Yeah, plenty. I'm talking about plenty.